Good afternoon, everybody, wherever you are. Good morning, because people are also joining from other geographies. Today's webinar, we have the subject is Fury development for digitalizing plant maintenance process. And today we have Mr. Ashish, who is our subject matter expert and product in owner of entire enterprise asset management portfolio. He will be giving the demonstration of the application and briefing about the application. And my name is Murlidhar Remne. So I take care of business and operations from Creo side. And before Ashish starting his session, I just wanted quickly take you through about the Crave Infotech, who we are, what we do, the service portfolio, which probably will help you to understand about the organization better. So this is about, and I will take just few minutes before taking you to the main topic. So this is about Crave Infotech. We are 13 years old organization, having ISO certified company, and having the key associations or partnership in place with SAP, Zebra, and Here Technology. So SAP, all we know, Zebra is a premium mobile computing manufacturer globally, and here is again geo-enablement solution provider globally. So we have association with all these three companies. We are having bases, the physical bases in USA, Brazil, Africa, and India. And in India, we have office in Hinjewadi, Pune, which is a major offshore development center for majority of the projects. And from here, we are operating globally, um, providing services to customers in North America, Europe, Africa, and Asia. So uh, these are the main services of Crave Infotech. What we do is we provide services in SAP Intelligent Enterprise, ECC, S4, their implementations, migrations, customizations, and support. Then SAP Cloud Platform, where we work very closely with SAP for certain projects in a strategic accounts. We have our own pre-packaged solutions. 40 plus solutions are on SAP App Center, ready to go solutions for the organizations in various functionalities of the organization. And I talked about Zebra and Here Technology. So with this, if you look at right hand side, these are the major focus areas of the organizations: warehouse management, enterprise asset management. We'll talk about that today. Then field supply chain, and AI and RPA solutions for the organizations. So if you look at, this is the complete chain diagram of offerings of Crave Infotech. Dynamic modular, through which we provide the rapid Fury application building platform for the organizations. We help organizations to use SAP standard Fury. Enterprise asset management, we have the complete portfolio. Supply chain, we have warehouse automation, inbound, outbound, and all warehouse processes for a finished goods as well as RM, raw material. Then DSD, direct store delivery, in which we have automated delivery, field sales, field returns, and so on. And vendor side automation in vendor portal, vendor connect, and customer side automation in sales order automation as well as customer portal. So both sides we are covering. Then there are certain solutions for management dashboards, multiple approvals with in C approval. When business on the go for the key executives, they can have the mobile applications through which they do the various approvals, needful approvals in the business. Along with that, we have the portfolio for HCM, wherein the IT declaration of the employee on employee performance, timesheets management, all those things are covered in the mobile applications. So this is the complete portfolio. These are the some of the clientels, major organizations we work on. We work in pharma industry, oil and gas, chemical, manufacturing, engineering. These are the key, some of the key customers we are covering through our uh, applications. So now coming to today's topic, we'll talk about more about enterprise asset management today. So before starting the application briefing and demo, this we what I just wanted to talk a couple of minutes on the problem statement at marketplace. Typically, these are in when we talk about enterprise asset management. These are the three roles we observe at market in the industry, and these three roles have their own problem statements and their own expectations when they perform their activity. For example, then maintenance engineer, he look at his activity, he thinks that majority of the active time he spends in data collection and data entry along with the performing of the actual maintenance activity. So what he says is most of my decisions are based on experience and gut feeling. So he expect the system intelligence there, right? He follow what the planner has asked me to do. So if he gets the ready-made planning, the possibly through system, will definitely help him to do his activity with a better effectivity and better productivity. So maintenance planner, what he says is, I don't know if all my assets data are complete. Okay, so my equipment performance, risk, and maintenance data are sitting in silos. So still I follow the traditional practice of time-based maintenance planning. So he's expect, and I use system to generate only MIS reports. Okay, so his expectation is at present he's spending more of his time in preparing the data, but can he analyze it better way? Okay, if systems provide the inputs, and of course the plant head being he has to work on the strategy, he has to work on the entire monitoring and tracking of the activity, he has to do the budgeting. Okay, so his expectations are how he wants to optimize the cost of production, of course. Then maintenance budget decisions are based on non-scientific methods, so how the system can help there. Okay, so these are the typical problem statements of the various roles in the industry. And that is why we are talking about the crave solutions here. Through this diagram, we have tried to show here the journey of asset management. What is the maturity model? So it starts with reactive, which probably many of the organizations or many of the participants here today, they might have passed this through. Okay, because earlier we used to wait until machine fails and then undertake the maintenance. Today we what we discuss about the all preventive maintenance, right? Perform the maintenance based on the regular intervals, based on observations and of abnormalities. So from preventive, we have to reach to the predictive, and before that, there will be one more step, which is we call it as a condition-based maintenance, in which continuously observe the status of assets and react to predefined conditions and events. So this is the journey which ideally every organization would like to have, and Crave works towards that. So, um, in an industry, typically when we talk about asset performance and automation, there are four stages. Okay, we have to go through. One is the system of records. What we need is the system records, right? Data, and which probably typically all ERPs help us to have the right data in place, like equipment master, BOM, order processing, and so on, right? And then what we do once the data is in place, we do the data acquisition through various tools, right? So these are the tools which we use. One is of course workforce management through various applications, asset manager, calibration facility, round manager, through which we do the field mobility offline. Okay, offline application, real-time activity, real-time updates, label printing. Then through IoT, of course, we know Internet of Services through which we collect data, and collaboration of the better information. Okay, so we use certain platforms to collaborate, right? Um, and these collaboration platforms or network. Through this, what we do is collaboration of platforms, IoT platforms, big data, machine learning, quality innovation cycle. So through these tools, we are doing the data acquisition. And what we do is we analyze that data when we perform the risk and strategy assessment and predictive analysis. And through analysis, we have to reach to corrective action. So this is the typical journey of automation. Again, we have tried to show here in this diagram. If you look at left hand side, this is the flexible scheduling and flexible dispatch. What we do is in a existing ERP, right? SAP plant maintenance, using the modules like SAP plant maintenance or customer service or service manager. In this ERP we perform these activities. Then we do tracking, planning workbench and approvals in the customized app, or we can say Fury app. Okay, these are typically web-based solutions in which we do the asset planning, okay, asset planning workbench and the approval process, entire approval process. And right hand side is, if you look at, these are the mobile applications through we perform the entire digitalized process of the application. When we do planning workbench, flexible scheduling, asset inventory and inspection. So with this this is the complete portfolio of the activity we perform in the ERP, we perform in the web application, and we
Murli
perform.
sir, sorry to interrupt you. Your voice is getting low in between.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I hope this is better now.
Yes, yes. It's audible.
Yeah. So I just take you through the entire process of asset management and various tools we use for that, and the applications what we will be showing you here in today's webinar. So here Crave prepackaged solutions through which, I mean, we have preventive, corrective, breakdown maintenance, we do facility maintenance, we have calibration application, we have modules for planning workbench, flexible scheduling and dispatch, and inventory and inspection. So these are the solutions with complete set of portfolio for enterprise asset management we have. Through this, these are the current key features, and what will I will say rather, the benefits we get out of these applications is our application is on premise, as well as we provide cloud offerings. We have single sign-on, so it helps you not to go to various applications. Through single sign-on, we can perform
Sir, it's low again. Hello.
all activities.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. It's audible now.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Probably there is some disturbance in it in work from home scenario. Sometimes we have to go through such situation. So sorry for that. Yeah. So I was talking about our applications are we provide end to end in SAP, because being a SAP partner, we help organization in SAP implementations of asset management activity modules like PM and all. So our solutions are easily getting integrated with SAP. Integration ready for non-SAP systems as well. So it need not be only SAP. We have non-SAP integrations, as well as we also have standalone applications only to perform enterprise asset management activity. Okay, so we are providing all three areas: SAP end-to-end, non-SAP ERP. We are also having solutions to integrate, and also with a standalone solution. So yes, rest of the things I have discussed. Um, uh, we have also the solutions are also SAP and Zebra validated. Role-based access is provided. So you have or various authorizations in place for role-based access. Then audit trails, especially from pharma point of view, validations and standard SAP architecture for it is there is no additional layer. When I say standard SAP architecture, there is no additional layer. We work it gets integrated directly with SAP in a real time. So with this, in fact, I will request my colleague Ashish to talk about the application portfolio and then a demo of the application. These are the various tiles. This is the dynamic app modular for a configuration, and these are the various tiles of configuration when you start on the application. So Ashish, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Murali.
Ashish, you would like to share your screen?
Yes, yes. Hello, everyone. As Murali explained about the EC maintenance application, so here I will start for the demo of the application and I will explain what are the processes that are available in the mobile application. This one is the first file where this one is the dynamic app model. So all the C maintenance application is totally configurable. Suppose you want, you have the scenario like one plant is following the different process, but other plant is following the different process and some different fields are required. So that we can configure within the same application based on the plant requirement. So this is the dynamic app modeler where once we have installed the add-on in your system, you or your user can configure it into the system, the application, whatever they want. Suppose one plant don't want the specific build, so that one also we can remove it by using this dynamic model. These are the tiles which are available like an app configuration, screen configuration, the user configuration, user logs will be available, synchronization of the objects. So because most of the solution is work in the offline, so all the offline which entity need to be called that will be available with this dynamic. Then for the mobile part, we have the applications like planning workbench. So this planning workbench application will be for the planner, where user can see the KPI list of the orders available, summary dashboard, and user can create and update the order details. Uh, uh, User can also see the reality of video integration. Like suppose if you want to do the maintenance of some equipment and your vendor is providing the video how to open that specific machine, that one also we can integrate with this application. Whenever the specific maintenance engineer will go for the maintenance activity, he can watch the video and open that specific device or machine. That functionalities are also available in the planning workbench. Like this, UI and UX augmented reality bots will be available that I will show in the demo. Then we have the separate processes that configured in this application are the same maintenance, like preventive maintenance. These are the features and functionalities available in the preventive maintenance. User can do the order release, self assignment. Then the whole this process in preventive maintenance will work in the offline. Is at the initial login in the morning, the user will log in into the application in the online, and once the data is downloaded, the whole features, functionalities, and data will be available in the tablet, and user can execute it in the offline. So we have also integrated this mobile application with the printers, like Zebra printers and Samsung printers, where we can in the offline we can take the printout, label print, our your then equipment history, bomb, non-bomb material is available. So this total solution is 100% paperless. You don't need to maintain the copy because whatever the data you have updated that will be available in the system, and in the system directly you can take the printout for your audit purpose. This is the one process which is configured. Then we have also configured calibration process. So in the calibration process, this calibration process you can do based on the measuring points as well as based on the QM module. If you are using the QM module, so then this same application will be work. So here is download of inspection lot, creation of inspection lot, characteristics, all these features are available in the calibration. Then the same way we have configured the breakdown and general maintenance, where in the breakdown user can create the notification, then planner can plan the activity with the application. You can add the task, items, part, damage. Then based on the created notification in the mobile only, user can create the work order. User can do the activity, user can capture the maintenance required materials in the application, and with this way user can do the breakdown activity. Again, we have the, one mobile app which is for the asset inspection, which will work for the runtime, where user can capture the images of that specific equipment or maintenance activity, and along with that user can also get the latitude and longitude.
Ashish,
uh,
sorry to interrupt. Can
yes,
you move to full mode? Full mode?
sorry.
Full screen.
Okay, okay. So this one is the asset inspection, where user can do the inspection of the equipment on site, where user can capture the activity, and the planner or the supervisor who is seated in the office can capture the can check or verify that the maintenance engineer visited or not by using capturing the latitude and longitude of the location. And we have the barcode functionality. If you have the barcode enabled at equipment level, so user can scan it, and based on that all the details of the specific equipments will be available on tap, on one touch. So these are the some key functionalities that we will see in the demo. I will start with demo. So here this one is the tile which we have configured. So I will go into the specific tiles. This is our solution, like planning dashboard and C maintenance, where you will get everything like create functional location, change functional location, MTTR and MTBR of functional location. So all these tiles are configured. Based on the user authorization, we can configure it, we can disable and enable it for the user specific roles. Then if we go with the breakdown scenario, we have separate tiles. Like suppose you have the end user or business user who will raise the breakdown notification. So we will provide only one this tile access to that specific business role person. If we click on this create notification, it will just display the create notification screen here. So that business person can raise the breakdown notification or general maintenance notification, and all these fields are configurable. Like suppose if you don't want this priority field or some reported by field, so that one will be configured here, or we can remove it based on that our dynamic modeler solution. Here if you have the barcode enabled at your equipment level, so you can, if you have the mobile device directly in the from the mobile device, you can click on the barcode scan and you can scan that barcode. So automatically all these details will fill up for that specific breakdown equipment. Here I have selected the equipment, then user can select the planner group. If you want that auto-populated like some fields, planner group, work center, so that one also possible through configuration. Suppose my this issue is mechanical related, then the person who is reported it, that details you can capture. Then what will be the priority for this notification, that I will select. And here you can add the long text. Here you can add the long text for the breakdown. And once you have added the details, then just click on the next. So this notification will be created and it will be available to the planner. Like this 1000762 notification is created, and the planner side who will sit in the office or somewhere, that push notification will go to them that some breakdown or general maintenance activity has happened in the plant. So now, if so we have the different scenarios. It is not required that your industry is following that. So all these things are configurable. Like suppose some industries, once the notification is created, so they have the approval process, like plant head approval, engineering head approval. So we have also built the approval process here. Once user click on this approval process, so here user will get the list of notifications which are created. So we have created this 1000762 notification. So once that approval will check the details, what is the exact breakdown. If you want to check the notes added for that specific notification that will also display here as an audit log with date and time. Now here user can see the details of the equipment and the breakdown details will be available. So now here the buttons will be available like approve or reject. If you have only the minimum approvals like approve or reject, then we can use this. But if you have the multiple approval process, so we have also configured here the user status. So all the user status which is available in SAP, that we have bring it here. So user can do the approval process from this screen. For now, I will just approve it. So once the approve, here user has to enter the details. Here the notification is approved and remark is added. Now user can start the maintenance activity. User will go inside the C maintenance application. Now in the same screen in the dashboard, the person who is going to execute the activity for those roles, we will provide this C maintenance application access. So the on-field engineers will get this notification in their screen. Like they will have this application where options will be available like summary dashboard, order list, notification list, equipment, hierarchy. If we have the latitude and longitude of that specific work, so we can display it on the map as well. And timesheet is also integrated with this application. Now in the notification list, here once the business person has raised the notification, that will display to the maintenance engineer in his tablet. This is the notification. Now if I go inside this notification, here you will get the all details. Now here the maintenance engineer will have the option, maintenance engineer or planner, to add the items. Here user can add items like which part is damaged, that user can select. Suppose bearing issue, then I can select the damage code. Suppose damage code is shaft is broken. Here I can add the short text. Then save it. So once you save, so these details will be available in the tablet. It will be available in the item. If you want to add the causes for this item, you have to just click on it and you will redirect to the add cause screen where you can add the causes to the specific item. So here you can add the cause. Then if you want to add the task, so here there is a provision to add the multiple tasks and user can complete the text activity from this screen. Then apart from task, here you can add the activity and also you can add the attachment. Suppose you want to upload the document here to the SAP, so you have to just click on this attachment and you can add the attachment which you want to add. And if you want to take any pictures at the run time, that time you have to just from the mobile or from tablet you can edit this report. I can attach it with this for this specific notification. So this one is integrated with your standard data storage or the document storage. Otherwise, if you are using the third-party software like OpenText or something, so we can integrate this functionality and we can upload it to the specific location. So now once the notification is created here, so user can create the work order at the runtime. This functionality, there will be option to create the order. So for the order, all the details will be automatically populated here. I will select, suppose I have to keep priority as free and business India as 1. I will create the work order. one operation by default will be available. We will give description for operation. I will add the details and then click on batch. Once the details added, the order will be generated in the system. Once the order is generated, you will get a specific order in the application, and then user can continue the work directly on that order from this application. Once the order is created, so if the request will go to the backend, and from the backend, the order will be available to this specific notification. So on the work order, you can add details that I will show how you can plan the work order. See, for this, the work order is generated. Now, if I want to plan or complete the activity at work order level, I will just click on this order number. So it will automatically redirect me to the order detail screen. So if you want like this type of order detail screen, so this one is also configured based on our dynamic modeler. So for this breakdown maintenance order, in the breakdown list, you will get the multiple types of order. Like if you have calibration, preventive breakdown, all this list will be available like this. See, these are BD24 breakdown maintenance, PV24 preventive maintenance. So this list will be available, and user also can search it. At maintenance, once the maintenance request is created, here user can add the permit if permit is available. If user don't have permit, then user can directly release the work. Once the work is released, user can start the activity for capturing the observations or performing the activity. Like user was having the operation like motor not working, so user will do some activity. Now if you have the scenario like one breakdown will go for 1 to 2 days or multiple shift, so we have provided the option to transfer this work to the some another user. So if you have performed some activity, you will capture it here in the system, and whenever you have to switch the shift, that time the person will transfer the work to some other person. If in between that, if I will click on this operation here, I can start the work. So if you are using the measuring points for the inspection, so that one also we can configure here. So all qualitative and quantitative measuring points can capture here. You can start the activity. Once the activity is started, here the multiple tabs are available. In this, if you want to add the material, so material can also be added. Then attachment at operation level is also possible. And if you have the scenario like on one operation, the multiple persons are working in a shift, so that details also you can capture here. Now, suppose for completing this breakdown, I want some material. So here we have the provision to add the BOM as well as non-BOM material. So non-BOM means all the list will available for your specific plant will display here for the selection. And in the non-BOM, the equipment BOM is configured. So here I have to select for which operation I have to add. Then the material, suppose I want specific, I know the ID of material or some description that I will add, and I will just search to replace the pump. I will add for the specific order. Once the whole order activity is done. Here history will be available. In the history, the last 5 completed order of notifications for this specific equipment will display, and user can also add the attachments at order level. This is the whole process where user can do. So once the whole activity is completed, operation and confirmation is done. So here at the runtime, we are capturing your order confirmation IW41. Whenever user starting the specific operation, that will be captured as a actual start date time. And whenever the user will confirm the activity for specific operation, that will be captured as a actual end date time. So automatically it will update. Then once the whole activity is done, user can do the technical completion of the order. So here the order is technically completed. Once the order is technically completed, it will update this status to the backend and it will close the order technically in the system. Apart from that, we have the planning workbench where the plant head or engineering planner can do the planning of the activity. That application I will show here. This application is C Workbench where planner can do the planning activity. So this is a one dashboard kind of application where you will get the list of orders available, unplanned, planned, with order types, order priority, and if you have the multiple resources and you have the work planning, like some orders are assigned to that specific person, so number of resources and the work assigned to them can be displayed here. Here we have option like order management. So I will show one order here. Here in the order, if I click on the specific order, so it will redirect me to the order details screen. So this one is for the planning. Here you will get if you have the picture captured for that equipment, that will be displayed. Then list of notifications, then MTTR, MTBF, all these details will be available. List of measuring points, list of characteristics, list of orders created for the specific equipments will display. Now, here, suppose, as I mentioned in the PPT, that if you have the video, how to open that specific equipment, if that one is available, that we can upload in the application. And if you click on this, so here, the user can see how to assemble or reassemble that specific motor that will display in this video. So as video size is more, it will take some time to load. This one is for here you can see how we can reassemble or assemble specific motor. That video also we can deploy for the specific equipment. Now apart from all these details, user can do the attachment, tools, relationship. All user can, the plant header or the engineering planner can use this application. Here we have options like open orders, confirm orders, take orders, close, plan, unplan. That filter criteria is available. Same is available for the notification. And then we have the reports like the SN order, time overlap, and planning report. These details are available in this. Now, same template or same application is configured for the preventive maintenance that I will show. Like in the same maintenance, the person who is on field can execute the maintenance activity. So we have one custom developed solution for that, for capturing the observation. Suppose if we have the preventive maintenance order and want to execute the preventive maintenance of specific equipment, then list of equipments, list of preventive maintenance order will be available to the technician. Then technician can go into the checklist, and if you see Here we have added the options like user can capture the observation as a form of okay or not okay for that specific operation. So all the task list which is assigned to the order will download here on the tablet. So you don't need to carry any paperwork. On mobile only you can do the whole activity, and once the activity is completed, so once the activity is completed, everything will sync to the system, and in the system it will be available as a form of the report. In the smart form, we can show it for the audit purpose. So this one is for the same template we can reuse for the preventive maintenance. Then if you have the like activity for the you have the latitude, longitude, and equipment is available at multiple locations, so that also we can track by using this application that I will show. Here map functionality is available and hierarchy is also available. In the hierarchy, like in SAP IH05, you are getting the list of the equipments, list of the functional locations and material, so that will be available in the hierarchy. So I want to see the specific functional location hierarchy. Here I will get that specific functional locations list here. And if you want to create the order or notification directly from this screen, so option is provided like create notification, create order, and map. And if you want to add the multi equipment as well, so we can show display the equipment here. List of equipments will be available. So suppose I want to create the notification for this equipment, I will select and I will directly click create on notification. So it will redirect me to the create notification screen, and user can directly raise the notification. Now here we have the map functionality. In the map, uh, the list of equipments and functional locations will be available on the map. And if you have the work carried out on specific location, so it will redirect, it will show you the map, how user has to go there on site. If I want to see the direction from my location, I will click on direction from mobile. So it will redirect me, it will show me the route. And from this map as well, user can create the order and notifications. This is the whole maintenance solution, and we also have the solution for the calibration that I will show. So this is the calibration solution which is integrated with the QM module. So I will just walk through you. Here user can assign the work. This is like IW39. All the list of orders will be available in my open orders list. Once the order is assigned that specific person, it will display to that specific person in the my orders bucket. Okay, so here user wants to execute multiple orders at a time. Yes, so user can assign the multiple orders at a time as well for the calibration. So once the order is assigned, so, and you click on this, you want to execute the calibration of specific instrument, you have to just click on it. It will redirect you to the order detail screen of that specific instrument, where you will get the details like calibration range, instrument range, acceptable limit, list counts. All these details will be available, and this application is totally configurable. Whatever the values or field you want to configure, that you can configure through dynamic mode. And we have captured one process flow here, like user has to select the master. There's an instrument which user will require for performing the calibration, that user can add. So once the master is added, see here inspection lot is not downloaded, so user can release it. Once the work is released, inspection lot number will download it, and automatically the application will redirect you to the pre-approval. So we have configured this for like most of the companies, and in SAP also it is not available in the standard to take the pre-approval and verify instrument and start of the order. This business pre-approval will be the just confirmation that the the business person is giving his instrument for the calibration. That will be the full proof. Here, if you click on this, here you will get the approver screen. So this technician will go with the tablet to the at the instrument side, and the owner of the instrument will enter his details in his tablets, like approver's username. So here, suppose I will add my ID, and there will be a unique pin that I have to add. I will add my comment and submit. So once it is done, so here the business is pre-approved. So here it will show the digitally approved activity. Then user can verify the instrument. Like this will be the validation that you are executing the calibration of the same instrument or not. If you have the barcode available on the instrument level, then you can use this. If you don't want, then you can verify manually, like 962327. So I can manually validate and I can verify it. Then user can start the maintenance activity. Once the maintenance activity is started, this time will be captured as a. Then here user can add the UUC reading. So here at the runtime it will show like this reading is pass or fail. If you are in it is going outside the limit, then it will be displayed as a fail. This is the runtime activity. The user can save the work. Then once the whole activity is done, then click on confirm and proceed. So here we have validation, like user has to add the information, then temperature of the room, then humidity. Suppose humidity is 78, remark of the question, and user can save it. Now once it is saved, user can confirm and proceed it. Once proceed, then check by the supervisor will check that user has entered the readings properly or not in the measurement section, and he will provide his approval. So supervisor is some other person that will enter his ID in. Okay. And if the instrument is can be used, means all your enter readings are passed, then it will be can be used. So usage decision will happen here, and the same way it will hand over the instrument to the that owner of the instrument, like the business person. So at the time of handover also the user will hand over the technician will hand over the instrument to the business person, and business person will do the confirmation and during this digital signature and submit. So once the whole activity is done, user will see the data, and this data will be updated to the system, and in the system only you can get the report. This is the process for the calibration. So this is the solution we have for all the maintenance process. Yeah, Paresh.
Yeah, so can we start with question and answer session? Like if you have finished.
Yes.
Yeah, so we have a couple of questions. So we will
Mhm.
start to finish. Like there is one question from Sarvanan. So he has said, is the preventive maintenance module discussed is different from the SAP preventive maintenance under plant maintenance?
Is different from that of SAP? No, it is same. The same your existing SAP preventive maintenance we can use for the mobile application. But whenever you are performing it in the SAP, you are capturing the observations on the paper, and you have then again you are coming to the system, then entering into the system. So it is the multiple activity you have to do, and again you have to keep the hard copies. So here, if you go with the mobile solution, all the observations and operations will be available on the tab where you can capture the activity, and once you sync, so all this activity will be available in the SAPs where you can take the final report.
Okay, so the second question is from Asmita Rati. So she's asking whether the solution is used in any oil and gas industry.
Oil and gas, yes, for one oil and gas, it is already implemented. So they have implemented the preventive maintenance. So preventive maintenance module is available for the oil and gas industry.
Okay, so the third question is from Shantanu Mohinta. So he is asking, how was the pin entered for releasing and accepting the equipment? Is it required to be created first as a part of master?
Yes, so for creating the pin, actually in the SAP it is not available. So here for the offline, because this functionality will work in the offline, so we have one master solution in the SAP, where as a part of the master data, it is required one time, but at the time of go live, we will upload all the approvers into the system, and then based on that, user can create his own pin in the SAP, and then user can use that pin in the mobile application.
Okay, so the uh, fourth question is from Amit Rathod. He is asking, is the final report format customizable?
Yes, the final report is customizable based on your SOP or based on your requirement. We can configure it and we can develop it for your solution.
Okay, so there are few more questions from, I think there is no name mentioned. Crave app are working online or offline mode? I mean apps native.
Yes, so Crave solution works both in online as well as in offline. So earlier, like means first at the first time, whenever user is going to log in into the application, so that part will be online, where we will download all the data based on your tolerance limit or list of the orders available in the system. So that data will be available in the tablet as a online, and then the whole activity user can perform in the offline.
Yeah. So before moving to the next question, I am launching the poll questions. So there are four questions basically. Please give your feedback. So the first question is, are you currently facing any challenges in plant maintenance process due to manual activity? Then the second question is, would you like to have 15 minutes dedicated discussion with Crave team? Then yeah, obviously. Then the third question is, do you want Crave to contact us? And yeah, so is this webinar helpful to you? Please help with your feedback. So we will move to the next question. Yeah. Beside better design, this functionality is available in SAP. What is your USP? If we have SAP plant maintenance on S4, what more can we expect?
Yeah, if in S4 it is available, then we can integrate directly this solution. So you don't need to do anything in the SAP. Here you will get all the functionalities which are available as a part of a solution that will be available on the mobile.
Okay, so the next question is, dear Ashish, just tell me one more thing. If somebody on ECC platform, then they have implemented your solution, which completely customized, right? In future, they have moved on. Uh,
S4. Okay, they have moved on HANA, then what will happen with this customized solution? Yeah, so this solution we have both clients. Some clients are using with the SAC, and few clients are using with the S4. And we have also did one for one client as a migration from ECC to S4. So there were no more changes because in the plant maintenance module, not more changes are there. So the same solution will automatically work with the HANA as well.
okay, the next question is from Tapas Ranjan. He's asking, does this application works offline?
Yes, this solution is totally offline.
Okay, and the next question is post HANA migration, SAP itself providing standard apps which are required some customization to achieve business requirement.
Yes. So SAP providing the some query apps, but this solution is totally offline, and you whatever the customizations required, so that we can do here in the mobile apps. So this will be effective.
Okay, so the next question is from Sandeep. He is asking in SAP and ERP, which one is friendly and economical?
So this solution is directly integrated with the SAP. Okay, so in the SAP, the most of the reports and for with the compliance issues, all these solutions and all these things like audit trail and everything is already available as a standard. So we will suggest to go with the SAP.
Okay, so the next question is already covered. Hmm. Do the handsets showing in the presentation are certified to use the petroleum industry?
Yeah, so actually we have this application. It's SAP certified, and we are also partner of the Zebra. So all these things are already certified.
Okay, so I think we have covered all the questions. So what I will do, I will write our email ID. So in case you have any issues or any requirements, you can directly write an email to us. We will connect with you. Okay. So I have mentioned the email ID here in chat box. So you can connect us, and we will also connect you offline. So if you need any more information, or if you need again a demo for your colleagues, we can connect with you. So here I think we have covered all the questions. So I am ending the polling also. Yeah, there is one more question I can see. Is it possible to arrange a demo separately for us with more members? How to connect with you? Asmita ma'am, we will connect with you. Also, I have given the email ID. You can write an email to us. So basically, we have your contact details. We will connect with you offline once we finish with the demo. Again, how much time to deploy the solution on SAP S4 HANA? Ashish?
Yeah, so it is based depend like how is your SAP system is configured. So if it is totally configured in the S4 system, all the plant maintenance processes are already configured, then we will need 10 to 12 weeks to implement this mobile solution.
Okay, so we have covered all the questions. So we will connect with you one by one, and we will understand your problems, and we'll try to connect uh, by the end of the day. So in case you need any more information, then you can directly write an email. I have already shared an email with you. Yeah, so by this we have covered all the parts, like so I'm ending the poll questions as well. Yeah, so by this, thank you for joining, and we will end the webinar for today. And we will be reaching you one by one. So we will connect, and then we can discuss more on your requirements. Thank you, everyone. We are ending the webinar for everyone.